Someone's always getting a letter. You people and your letters. I assume this is a letter. Can I read it? Mrs. Kaplan, we're thrilled to be exhibiting your work Thursday. I know this came all together at the last minute, but our secretary is only part-time and she sometimes gets behind. I've sent along some forms and samples for the ad we plan to run in this week's paper. I know it's probably the last thing you want to worry about right now, but what's the point of putting on a show if no one knows about it? Anyhow, I know this is all a bit hectic, but while we might be small, we have a lot of heart, and we're very excited about your show. Nicholas Adams, Westlake Gallery. Cool. That is a picture. I want to look at it, but I can't. That is a note. I want to read it.
Big news, Barb. I'm putting on a show. Can you believe it? I've already got butterflies. It's been so long. I'm glad it's a small gallery so I can ease my way back into things a bit. And I want to do it right. I'd forgotten how much work goes into things that aren't painting when it's time to put on a gallery. You know I could never stand all the logistical rigmarole. Plus, I have a piece I really want to finish before the show. So much to do. I want to take it seriously and go through the whole process, though, because if the show goes well, who knows? Hope to hear from you, and hope you can come, of course. Yours always, Linda.
Well, that's good for you. We will do our best to help you out, since you had a bad week last week. And you want to go to the beach. I think it's might be about time to give everyone else but Dan some help. Paul called again. Are you going to call him back? That does not sound good. There's Whiskey. He's kind of hanging out. You have a lot of lights in the lounge. Wish. Where is everyone? There's someone.
Okay, that works.
Oh, hello. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do.
Hey, what's wrong?
Oh dear. You are not having a good week. We're gonna make Tommy take the brunt of this again. I don't really think that's fair.
Tynan and Kelly left this morning. I wish they could have stayed a little longer, but it was great having them. It felt just like college again. Fishing, having a few beers, talking about how we're going to conquer the world. Working through some issues on his book even gave me an idea for how to fix the logjam in Act 2. Funny how creativity works sometimes. I've got to remember to put him in the acknowledgments.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard. I don't know what to do about you, sir. You still need more clues. I bet this right there. Here, hold. I actually don't know what to do about you, so I'm going to address this later. Zoop. Oh, hello.
Paul. Hey, man, if I'd known my letter would set you off like that, I wouldn't have written. My fault. Let's both just calm down. I see now that it was stupid to ask if you knew any art agents. That's like you asking me if I know any professional sculptors. Dumb question, point taken. But believe me, no one's more worried about the schedule than I am. I think about it every day. I can't get away from it. Most nights I start thinking about it and can't stop. My heart starts beating out of control and I have to get up and try to work just to calm down. I'm not slacking off, man. I shouldn't have made you think I was focused on anything else. I'll get everything sorted out. Seriously. Dan.
Man, this guy is just up in his grill. Can I do this without getting in trouble? Alright, what is on your mind, lady?
Mom tried to hide it, but I can tell when she's disappointed. I hate that they couldn't come, especially after they tried so hard to make time. Maybe if she'd called before they changed plans, it would have gone smoother. It's impossible not to think about the rough patches Mom and Dad hit without thinking about Dan and me. I should bring that up to him and see what he says. He's mentioned their history before. I'd love to hear his answer when I make the comparison. Can he talk his way out of that one?
I mean, how bad can it be? You've been having such a great time with him so far. What is this noise? Where is it coming from? Has to be from the painting room. There we are.
What is it, Mommy?
I don't know yet, honey.
It's a bird. Oh, I see. I see the symbolism here. I see what you're trying to do there. You're trying to put in your deepest, most thoughts into this painting. Yeah, I understand that. Very pretty, though. Let me just peek over your shoulder super fast. In arts and entertainment news, the Westlake Gallery has announced a show by visiting artist Linda Kaplan. A resident of Laurelton, Mrs. Kaplan is visiting the coast with her family and has completed a new series she describes as an expression of restrained emotion, using society's imposition on nature as a lens. Details of the show will be forthcoming. Blah, 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 blah. What is this?
Paul. Hey, man.
Nope. Seen that already. Oh, jeez. I'll address you in a minute. It's a weird story so far. Not necessarily weird, just complicated. These people are very complicated. Thank you for interrupting me. I have yet to use these bathrooms for anything. I have not once gone in there. What? Let's just look at your memories. Alright, what's on your mind, kid? Where? Oh, right under me. Stop drawing that picture! 50,000 times you've drawn the same picture. Jeez. Seriously, kid. Your mother is a painter. You should at least learn a little. I understand you're like 5 or something. I don't know. How old are you?
Right down there.
Cool. Can we go?
Well, that's cute, and I want to help you. But I don't know. I don't know if you're worth it. What is... hold on, let's just get out of here. Okay, we definitely need to help the lady. We need to help Linda. Oh, that is out. I need to go somewhere fast. Whoosh! What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy old pal? Well, you're just kind of going all over the place. Promo forums. Yeah, I'm definitely helping you. Gotta move faster. I gotta... From both of them? Ah, that's so frustrating. Alright, excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Thank you. What is this?
Has it been 5 years already? I still remember the thought that blindsided me when I saw Tommy for the first time. He's my new creative work. TJ gave me such a look when I told her I was going to cut back on my painting, but she doesn't have any kids, so there's no way she could understand. It's hard to top creating an entire person. Maybe she thought Dan told me I had to stay home. That would have been a very short conversation. Still, I can't ignore the fact that it's time to figure out what on hold means. What would it look like to go back full-time? Do I want to?
That is up to you. I cannot help you. So I need to help Dan, but I don't know how. And I need to find stuff for Tommy, but I don't know where it is. Is this a new painting? Have I not looked at this? No, I looked. Oh, I did not look at that. Maybe I did and just don't remember. That's the thing that happens. You do that, buddy. And I looked at this. Oh! Is this the thing? No, it's not a thing. Is that a thing? That's firewood. Do you even have a fireplace? I don't see one. Tommy, tell me where your shit is so I can look at it.
You want to grab a bite later?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yep. What? Oh, yeah. Did I look at this? Yeah, I looked at that. What am I missing? Oh, shit. I know what I'm missing. Because I got distracted and didn't look at this. Alright, let's scoot over to Tommy's room real fast. I get some of that. Alright. Oh, this note. This note good for one adventure. Sign. Oh, no. You already promised your kid. Oh, God. Is that a thing? Is that a thing I gotta look at? No, it's not a thing. Alright. Okay. Where is the kid? Where is Tommy? There's Tommy. Hey, Tommy.
Hey, Pumpkin.
Take my bucket. Okay, you want the bucket. And now we gotta talk to Daddy. Hi, Daddy. Get out of here. Get out of this room so I can look at stuff. Oh, really? We're gonna play this game? Can you see me? Don't look at me. Friday, rep draft. What does that even mean? Saturday, fam day. Sunday, dialogue pass. Fix Alice. Revisions when. That is very nondescript, sir.
It just never stops. Every time I plot something I think will hold together, it falls to pieces. This thing was supposed to be done months ago, but the further I get, the harder it is to make it all work. Nothing's ever as simple as it seems at first. I'll think about a problem for days, finally come up with a fix, and then realize it breaks something somewhere else. I can barely hold all the threads together. Sometimes this thing just feels too big for me and I want to burn it and walk away. But what else would I do? And the deadlines don't help either. I can't think harder or faster. This stuff comes when it comes, and getting stressed out about it just makes it harder to get the words down. Like right now, I'm writing about the thing instead of working on the thing. Damn it, Dan, get to work.
I'm gonna be real with you. As a writer, that stuff should probably come natural. You are clearly having some difficult issues that are not related to your writing ability, and yeah, you should probably work on those, whatever those are. I don't even know what those are because they apparently are not relevant to this story. Maybe you just suck. Gotta be 100% honest. Because, man, if I had an advance for writing a book, dude, my life would be the best. Change myself to a typewriter. Huh. Who should I help is the question. I know Tommy wants to. He had a good week last week. Tommy did have a good week last week. I could do this kind of balancing act that I've been doing of like helping one. I really want Dan to succeed on his novel though. Alright, well, for sure we're going to help Linda. Alright. Linda. Oh no. Bullies. Alright, what do you need, Linda? You need promo forms on the coffee table. I assume that means in your studio? Is this it?
Has it been 5 years?
No. Is this it? Yes, this is it. Alright. So we've chosen Linda's choice. The question is, which of you other losers do we want to help out? We have that bucket over there, which is all for Dan. No, that's for Tommy, actually. And we need something for Dan. The typewriter. Oh, okay. So, you already promised... Yeah, you promised your kid. Shit. Get your life in order. Oh, this is so hard. Alright. Fuck you, Dan. I've given you everything I've got. We're going to help reward your kid. Maybe you can de-stress, have a nice time. It'll be great. It'll be great to just go to the beach with your kid. Diary of Claire Bradford, September 7th, 1961. I realize now that this isn't about Roger. It's about me. I have to decide who I want to be marrying. I have to decide who I want to be. Marrying Roger will set so many things into motion. We'll be a well-to-do couple, safe and secure, with wonderful friends and loving family, blah, blah, blah. But what about my music, blah, blah, blah. You're not as interesting as the guy who was investigating this house. You're gonna be 100% honest, Claire. Now, where's your other note? I'm gonna look at it. Find it. I'm gonna read it. I might not read the whole thing, but I will read it. Hello. Roger and I talked about everything. Mistakes speak so soon. I never would have guessed I was daydreaming. He asked me what I was on my mind before I could do it. It didn't matter how many times I told him that. He's gone off for a drive. Good Lord. You're just dramatic. You're a dramatic mess. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. Alright, yeah, I've helped you. Gonna help fucking Tommy. Tommy needs some time to be himself. You need some time with your kid. Let's just do this. Alright, I gotta... I always forget I gotta whisper. I'll whisper to Dan. So nosy. Gotta hear all my little whispers. The art show was a huge opportunity for Linda, so after getting an earful from Paul, Dan spent Saturday working on an announcement ad for the local paper. He called every writer he knew to ask if their agents knew anyone, and blah blah blah, and forth, and Carl got lucky. The effort paid off. The show was a hit. It was a hit. Yay! Though he didn't have enough time to take Tommy to the beach for the day, shifted his schedule for a free hour and a half for a quick trip. The night before, he snuck down to the beach and put a conch shell where Tommy couldn't miss it, and thought Tommy wanted to stay on the beach longer. He was still happy with his prize. Good, we finally did something okay. Except now you're just super depressed. Dan missed his deadline. Fuck. Paul called to chew him out, and even though Tommy and Linda were both upstairs, they could hear the agent's voice over the phone. It just added to the pressure that Dan was putting on himself, and he spent 2 days in a distracted fog before he got back into any sort of rhythm on his book. Oh my goodness. You people are so dramatic! Good. Catching up. That's exactly what we need. Oh no, Tommy's struggling. Why is Tommy struggling? He's been having such a good time. What is this shit? Get off, yeah.
Barb, sorry it's been so long since I've written. Things have been hectic around here, and I'm trying to figure out a way to get things back on track. I don't really want to get into it, but we're getting pulled in a lot of different directions right now. Nothing hurtful, just competing priorities, I guess. Although those can get worse and worse over time. I mean, Dan and I, before we got up here, you know we'd started to drift. Look at that. I said I didn't want to get into it, and I did anyway. Enough about me. Please tell me you're doing well, and I hope this doesn't stress you out too much. I promise to write a happier letter soon. Yours always, Linda.
Well, that's a thing. Mr. and Mrs. Kaplan, I want to stress that it's perfectly normal for some children to fall behind in a specific area. Tommy may be struggling with reading comprehension, but his verbal and visual abilities are excellent. That said, he won't catch up on his own. He will need support from both of you. I recommend that you do the attached exercises with Tommy every weekday morning for 1 or 2 hours. He'll be unable to focus exclusively on these for 2 straight hours, so he'll need to take intermittent breaks, but use your judgment and stay with it as long as you can keep him engaged. I suggest that you do these sessions in the morning before he tires himself out and becomes distracted. I feel confident. Is this like homeschooling? I guess he actually goes to school, but that sounds a lot like homeschooling. Gonna be 100% real. That whiskey is just moving around like crazy.
Hey, Mommy.
Hey, Pumpkin. No.
Hey, Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Alright, good. Get out of here. Visiting artist Linda Kaplan's show this week was the talk of the local art world. Hosted at the Westlake Gallery, the collection on display was striking. The artist, joined by her husband and son, was on hand to discuss her work with guests, who filled the room nearly to capacity. Unlike other recent shows, this one, that's a great thing. Idea is weekly outing where Tuesday movie night, check channel guide, or maybe go into town. Family dinner, too old-fashioned, picnic, farmer's market. How's a... No, that's great. This is a good picture.
Dan and I had a good conversation today. Well, we'll have to wait and see if it was actually good, but I feel like I got my point across about family time. We've been getting a little frayed on the little things lately, and it reminded me of something Anne said one time. Love is a behavior, not an emotion. If something's important to you, you show it with your actions. We weren't doing so well with that before we got here. I told Dan my idea. I want us all to eat together at 7 every night, with family time after that. Tommy's wiped out by 8:30, so we'd get a solid hour and a half as a family, and then Dan and I could have the rest of the night to ourselves. And I think 7's a reasonable request. The rest of the working world knocks off at 5, right? It doesn't really matter what we do with the time, just that we spend it together. It's easy to make excuses when you've got a lot going on, which is why patterns help. I hope he feels the same way.
I think that's totally reasonable. Linda, I agree. There is nothing wrong with that. We definitely need to help Tommy, though. I'm not going to let him fall behind in his studies, but we still need to figure out... Oh, goodness, you're laughing so loud. Can I get off? Thank you. Are you going to look at me? Please don't look at me. There we go. All right, what's up, Tommy? What is going on? Wish you could sprint. Oh, great. Great, you're drawing the same picture every fucking week. Jesus Christ, kid.
Honey, listen to me. You are smart.
Will it make me smarter?
That's just sad. It's just ADD. Lots of people have it. What? Oh, that's turned off. Whoa. Have I read that? Yes, I have. I'm 100% confident I read that. Alright, still looking for stuff. Let's go up to Tommy's room because I don't think anyone else will be in here. Don't walk in here, Dan. Don't do it. Oh, that's just sad. That's just sad. That was a sad picture. Oh, he's getting bullied too. This is the worst. Alright, what do you want, Tommy?
I'm faster.
Man said to do the Lonnie book every morning. Yeah, we're definitely going to try to do that. Dan, how are you doing? Let's go check your bedroom. Oh, that's Tommy's. Okay. Not yet. We got stuff to look for. Uh-huh.
Oh. Time. This would all be easier if I didn't ever have to sleep. Last night after Linda went to bed, I spent some time, there's that word again, trying to make everything fit. I even drew up a little chart. The math is simple. It doesn't work. Technically, I could still get in 8 hours, assuming I don't eat or need to do anything that's not writing. But what about letters, reading, dealing with Paul? Hell, what about doing the dishes or taking out the trash? Not to mention that knocking off for the day isn't like flipping off a switch. It takes time to crawl out of my head and start functioning like a normal person again. And I can't just split it up into smaller chunks. Sometimes it takes an hour of false starts just to get going on anything usable, and stopping just sends the whole process right back to square one. Something's got to give.
Man, I've been struggling with that same problem for ages. I completely relate, bud. Huh. To be 100% honest, I have not found a solution. So, not 100% sure I can help you here, but we definitely need to help you, because last week was not a good week for you. Let's be real. Alright, we should be good. Project schedule, aka single unattached writer's guide. Write, eat, sleep, step away. That's a very unorganized guide. I'm gonna be...
Alan, this letter might come from out of the blue, but do you remember when you told me about Bobby falling behind on reading? Looks like we're there with Tommy. We knew he was struggling when we came up here, but his teacher gave us a list of books for him to work on over the break and said we should see how he responded to the change in environment. She gave us a few sample readings and told us to keep an eye on how he was grasping the concepts. Tommy still isn't there, and long story short, the pediatrician in town knows a specialist who gave us some exercises to try. They seem pretty straightforward, but I wanted to write and see if you had any tips that helped you guys with Bobby. Damn. Just realized I didn't even ask how you've been. I'm sorry. This stuff is just a lot to think about. Dan.
I think it's fair. You have a lot of shit going on. You know? You just want to deal with that first. Kids are more important than how have you been. Let's be real. I would never judge you like that. Search their memories. That's the one thing I haven't done. Oh my goodness.
How's my little man?
Okay.
That did not sound okay, even remotely. How do I get up here? Here, can you, Oh, look at this. Hey.
Checked that yesterday.
Oh, just check it again. Thank you. All right. There we go. Can I skip to that? Whoosh.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped. I just...
Yeah. You're having a bad time. I get it. That is definitely downstairs. Whoosh. There you are.
Just called Paul. Didn't even get a chance to explain before he started in on me. Reamed me out. Absolutely killed me. No point writing any more than that. Writing everything here instead of working on the book is what screwed me in the first place.
Don't disturb me if the door to my office is
I'll get
closed.
to that later.
I think we can get behind that. What do you need, my friendly little lady? That is a bad spot for you to stand.
We just checked that one.
There we go. Oh, hello.
We barely talked yesterday.
Wow, you're right. I guess we've just been so busy.
I don't know how two people who live in the same house, like literally feet from each other, and sleep in the same bed, don't talk to each other. Like, seriously, spend it like 5 minutes.
Oh my god. We just got home and wow. Now I wish we'd had a bigger gallery. It was packed. But I guess it's like a bar. Being loud and crowded just makes people think it's cooler. What an experience. So many people said that the promo in the paper caught their eye and stood out from the usual notices. And I've got a call with the agent Dan found scheduled on Tuesday. I don't know how I'll feel in the morning, other than hungover, but right now, I want that rush again.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. Alright, we're done with your memories. Let's get out of here. Excuse me. What is on your mind? Family should have dinner at the table every night.
I'll put that on the list.
Tommy needs his book. Dan needs his writing. I really want to help you, Linda, but, you know. I really want to help you, Linda. But kids come first, and Dan is having a real bad time. He needs to finish this. But Tommy comes first. Tommy is primary concern. Where are those books? Is this the books? No. Where are the books? I need the books. Books in the kitchen. I do not see them. Maybe in Tommy's room. Oh, whoa, you're right there. To do the Lonnie book every morning. Right, so where's the book? Maybe in here?
Time.
Nope. Is this the Lonnie book? That is Lonnie's book. Yes, do it. Alright, I see 2 notes in there. That's good. What, you needed doors to the office. That's just gonna be what wins out. Sorry, Linda. Diary of Someone Williams. Someone is gone and I am alone. That is the sum of it. No other thoughts enter my mind. When wed 38 years, now alone. Since this accident has taken, I'll call him James. It's taken James from me. What I should do with myself, I do not know. Money is no worry. Time is the thing. There is so much of it, blah, blah, blah. I attempt to look ahead, envision a path without James. For so long, I had a need to imagine one. You're very whiny. I'm sorry. Same person. I cannot say that I feel better than I did upon arriving, for James is still gone. Oh my goodness, you're one of those people. I understand you're grieving, lady. Your story's not as interesting as this novelist and his family. A small reminder of my solitary days here. Yes. How did I influence that? That's what I really want to know. I want to know how this ghosty ghost has changed things. Door to the office. That is the thing we're doing. Door, door, door. Yes. Sorry, Linda. I did my best. I did my best. Dan didn't want Tommy to start another year of school behind, so he committed to helping the little man for 2 hours every morning. Having both of his parents there helped Tommy's confidence, and much of his reading and their morning's practices became an event they all looked forward to. See, that's as good as family dinner. That is as good as family dinner. Dan reached a compromise with his family. He would make room in his schedule during the day, but when his office doors were closed, he wasn't to be disturbed. He desperately wanted longer and uninterrupted writing blocks, but he made the best of his shorter sessions he was able to fit in. Linda and Tommy got used to eating dinner without Dan, and most nights he stopped work just long enough to kiss Tommy goodnight before heating up his dinner in the oven. Dan and Linda still found time to catch up a few nights a week, but most of the time they were ships passing the night, each of their own course. That's sad, but you got every fucking morning together. Deal with it. As July came to an end, the Kaplan's lives had developed a pattern. Dan finished his first draft, and he almost ran to the mailbox to send a copy to Paul. He knew it was good, and he wanted to show his agent that he was close to something great. If he could just keep it together a little longer, he would have a book he was proud of. And on the following Tuesday, Tommy put on an art show in the den, explaining his drawings to his parents one by one. Dan made sure to ask questions and engage his son, who was more than happy to elaborate on his artistic intent. Dan and Linda clapped for each drawing, and by the end of the show, Tommy was beaming. Aww, good Tommy. How you guys doing? On Friday, Dan and Linda both knocked off early, took Tommy to his aunt's house, and drove to bed and breakfast. They barely left their room. The guests in the room below complained of the noise, but the owner, who assumed that Dan and Linda were in their honeymoon, offered to move the guests to a different room instead. That sounds great! They still had a month left, but Dan's chances to change the course of the summer were growing faster. That was way better than the first month. That was glorious. 0 complaints. Aw, vacation. Fun times to be had by everyone. Alright, fun times, right? Right? Am I right? That is a TV. Home to a stunning display of natural beauty, Choco Natural Forest is a perfect destination for hunters, wilderness enthusiasts, and weekend campers alike. One-of-a-kind rock formations provide located Yep, cool. Rock formations noted. Ooh, note. Hello. Blast off at Booster Bay. Come enjoy all the excitement of Booster Bay this weekend. We have very special discount for all the young astronauts out there. Children under the age of 12 who bring their official Booster Bay Astrojet get free admission to the park. Take a flight to remember on our world-famous rocket coaster. Explore the inner workings of 3 model spacecraft on our educational city to the sky. There's never been a better time to visit Booster Bay, and you can't beat the price. Good to know. So everyone has their shit that they want to do. I understand where we're going with this week's escapades.
Dan, what's the latest with you? I hope you're doing better than I am. I'm going a little stir crazy. Dan loves it here, but he's just writing all day long, so he could be anywhere. I could use a change of scenery. I've walked every trail in the woods.
Hold on. Fuck that up. Read it again, lady.
Anne, what's the latest with you? I hope you're doing better than I am. I'm going a little stir crazy. Dan loves it here, but he's just writing all day long, so he could be anywhere. I could use a change of scenery. I've walked every trail in the woods and even started a few of my own. It's great getting away from the city, but I wouldn't exactly call this roughing it. Tommy's certainly having a good time exploring the woods. Sometimes we go together, and if I'm in the studio, he knows he can play outside where I can see him, and to stay away from the cliff. Do you remember when we were kids trying to jump the creek in the woods behind the house? I think Tommy's getting into that phase now. Climbing trees and all that. Oops, I got a little carried away there. You probably don't need to hear about all of our outdoor adventures. Sorry about that. Well, let me know how you're doing. Love.
No, I kind of interrupted that last part. Oh, well. Hey, but... Oh, you went the wrong direction. Hey, look at this.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. You should go look at it. Alright. I don't... Okay, we're looking at your memories. I like where this picture's going, kind of. Oh, no. Did you take out the bird? Is this the same picture, but without the bird? That's sad.
The 7 o'clock idea was dead before it even got started. Dan was pretty adamant that he just can't make the time with his writing schedule, and if we pushed it any later, Tommy would have been wiped out. I guess we'll just keep playing it by ear each night, but that makes it so hard to count on any quality time. Maybe it's a small thing, but I'm worried it'll chip away at us over time.
You'll be fine. You have 2 hours with your kid in the morning. Is that not enough for you, woman? Chill your grill. What's this? Yeah, we seen that. Oh, you're right here. Thanks.
I'm going out for a hike.
Okay, be safe.
Cool. Nothing wrong with the hike. Look at you real quick. All right, Tommy, what's up?
Be careful, honey.
That was really loud, kid. Where is your second memory? Down here, it sounds. Oh, right there. If it's the same fucking picture. Oh my god, kid, stop drawing it. Jesus Christ. Alright. Okay. We're gonna have to do this super fast. We're gonna have to get out of here real fast. Oh good! Oh good! Okay, we're good. Oh, look at this light. Oh, look at that light. Oh my goodness. So many things to look at. Poor people. Rocket ship. What is there to... Oh, hello. Astronaut. Nice. I kind of want to help Linda again. Because, you know, she didn't have a bad week, but she's disappointed. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Whoa. Oh, look at all these notes. Let's investigate you real quick, sir. What is on your mind this week? What kind of drama are you getting yourself into?
You know, could always be better.
How was work?
You know, could always be better.
I mean, that's a reasonable response, I guess. Are you upstairs again? You probably are. You in your bedroom? Yes.
The new schedule isn't as bad as it could have been. At least I'm getting 2 blocks of quiet time every day, though of course they're not as long as I wish they could be. And the sound of those doors closing is my favorite thing to hear these days. It's almost Pavlovian how that doorknob clicking shut puts me into a writing space. I'm not crazy enough to think there's anything mystical going on, but there's something to be said for developing a habit.
Yeah, can't get behind, or can get behind that. I can't look at all your post-its, though. They don't exist in your memories. So I'll do that right now. 1 page at a time. And he is now dangerous and unworthy of being called Oscar Wilde. Nice. Jim said he'd never make it. This is an opportunity, not a burden. You could be working a regular job right now. That is very true. Do not fear death so much, but rather the inadequate life.
Here we go.
Penny, thanks so much for your letter. It made my day. Tramer's Way came out a while ago now, so I don't get letters like this too often. Writing can be a pretty isolating profession at times, which makes it a big boost to hear that someone out there is getting something from my work. Your support means the world to me. To answer your question, I'm indeed in the midst of writing a new book. I don't have a title or a release date yet, but I'm plugging away on it slowly but surely. I plan to finish it by the end of summer, and I truly hope you enjoy it when it comes out. Thanks again for your kind words. Dan Kaplan.
Oh, you got fans. You're doing so nice. I remember when a fan wrote me about a book. That was great. I'm still kind of beaming about it. Alright, let's see how your thoughts are going. You want a camping pack. You want a rocket ship. How are you doing? What do you need? Grab some firewood, build a bonfire and camp on the beach. So you both want to go camping. What is the difference between your campings? Linda, I'm sorry. You know, I like Dan's idea better. Firewood, you say? Where did I see that firewood? I saw it somewhere. There's the firewood. Hey, Dan. Hey, look at this. Hey, look at that. What is that? Keep looking. Keep looking. Hold on a second. Just a second. Okay, good. Good, do it. Alright, and now, I think we're going to help Tommy. Sorry, Linda, like, I want to go camping too, but hey, camping is camping. Both campings are good campings. Wait, what am I looking for? Rocket. Nice. Let's get over to Dan and explain to him what he should do. Dan put his book first and explained that he simply didn't have time for a longer trip. He tried to make it up for the one-night beach camping trip, where he happened to get a new idea for his book. The night off relaxed him, and by noon the next day, he was back to his typewriter, working with a renewed purpose. Tommy was so proud of finding the free admission special for Booster Bay that he couldn't understand why his parents hadn't taken him for free. Dan tried to explain the reasons, but it did little good. Tommy perked up when his father told him that he would go before the summer was out, no matter what the cost. Aww. Linda was disappointed that they didn't go camping in that place, so she went on a day hike herself, just to get out of the house and try to get in some use for her. She was only an hour into her hike when she twisted her ankle on a tree root and had to limp back home. My goodness.